Hey folks, how's it going? The Light Guild War is about to start and I haven't done any preparation for it. It's kind of 2 AM, but let's try and put together a few teams, starting with which characters we are more likely to see in our fights. I don't think Delafil is going to see that much play, but maybe, just maybe. Song is sadly stuck at 131. I don't think she's going to level up all that much, but she does bring a crap ton of debuffs, as well as being an OTK option. Awakening 9, EMPs look okay, Overmastery looks okay, Ethereal Mastery, I think I want to keep Stamina. Second best alternative should be like supplemental damage, but she doesn't do that many hits to actually justify it. Thief is a bit of a weird option. That Dispel on charge attack might not be that bad of a thing. Too bad that's her only Dispel. Standard John I don't think we'll see. Albert has got some really nice nukes. Might be interesting to try him out, see how he compares to other damage dealing options. Not to mention the double activation for his delay. That's basically it for him though. I don't think they're going to cut it. Io have always been a nice nuker, but we've got plenty of other options now, so she became just a bit too slow and gimmicky. And then we come to Fairy. She has just gotten her 5-star, she has a Dispel on charge attack on top of the boost to All-Allies attack. She comes with an extra 40% charge bar at battle start for everyone, so she might be good for OTK as well. On top of the damage cap, Echo, and 4 turns of guaranteed triple attacks. The fact that she also comes with Dispel Cancel gives her a bit more utility as well. EMPs look fine, might want to take these out since she has it as guaranteed. CA damage, dodge, crit, that also looks fine. Rosamia should really be getting a 5-star, hopefully she won't have to wait too long. We've got Juliet with her team-wide Echo. At the end of the turn, where her Aurora crests are 3 or more, consumes 2 to heal all else HP and boost 20% charge bars. Might be a fun defensive option for charge attack setups, but we'll have to wait and see what comes with the boss. Next up we got Lucio. Lots of people were waiting for this guy to get a 5-star, hasn't happened yet. He also comes with a 100% boost to damage cut and a 90% echo. Might not be that bad if it's your main DPS, and comes with a little bit of utility too. No. Moving on, page 2 we got Granblue, which is a fantastic defender. She's perfect for full auto and comes with a double nuke and double dispel. But for 3 turns out of 7 this is an AoE substitute, and she basically takes no damage when this is up. And if the new dragon boss is going to be anything like the old Guild War bosses, we know it's going to get between 4 and 6 buffs at 50%, so Granblue might actually be a really grand option. EMPs look fine for only having 18 stars. CA cap, dodge rate, double attack. This needs to be swapped out. Moving on, we got Zoe. To be perfectly honest, the last wish is actually a great buff, and it should not be that difficult to keep it up. It's just that she comes with a single Dispel every 6 turns, there's no way to reduce this cooldown, and that is basically it. Might be a decent defensive buffer, but I'm afraid that's about it. Sandalphon just got a new buff as well, but I think it's just this Light of Atonement. 6 hits light damage to a foe at the end of the turn, plus Dispel lasting for 3 turns. 3 turns out of 7. Robomi, if I remember correctly, used to be good for OTK. Unworldly light damage to a foe, uses 3 power cells, can only be used when power cells are 3 or above. Starts battle with 5 and 3 ammo. Awakening only level 1, EMPs still needs them, and needs both ring and earring. Oh, she has some CA damage cap up in here, which is not that bad. Borger is just a backline character for the damage cap, and just in case someone dies, he can be swapped to the front line. He should also have everything. Awakening 8, EMPs look fine, Overmastery looks fine, 10 stamina he's not really getting that much use out of, since he's going to tank and take damage, so this is going away almost immediately. Silva, not for frontline, but she's got a bonus light damage upon Ascension. Bullet Burst needs a 4 chain to take effect. Next we've got Kumbira. She comes with a hit to defense plus a boost to crit rate and keen. This is a 50k supplemental damage, which is fantastic for any multi-hit character. Boost to multi-attack rate amplifies normal attack damage. Again, really nice for auto-attacking characters. And she also has a tank and counter here, which is going to help the rest of the team stay alive a little bit longer. Let's see, Awakening level 9. Of course, she has 28 EMPs. 10% CA cap, 5 supplemental damage, should honestly be higher, but I don't really feel like rerolling this. And the permanent mastery bonus. She is not going to do great for OTK, but she's a fantastic support for normal attack based teams, especially for longer fights. Not you, but Malwell and Malwell have fallen off the meta a little bit, but if you can run anything with crests, they do come with a supplemental damage passive that also works from the backline, and I think that's just going to be their slot. Halloween Halesena used to be a pretty decent buffer since she comes with extra supplemental damage, 100k supplemental damage, but she needs Party All Night level 3 or higher for it. So she needs turn 3 for Party Nightmare, and she needs to not take damage until turn 3, which makes it a little bit difficult to activate, especially in an AoE setup such as the United Fight. So we move on to Jan. She used to be one of the premier light buffer before Halloween Florence and Mugen became a thing. I think she might still see some play on full auto if you don't want to click Florence's skills. Then we come to Noah. Dispel and Dispel Cancel might make him useful for the higher nightmare levels, especially if you plan to manual. Awakening level 8, might need to get the defense EMPs, CA damage and healing to reroll this, and I need to reroll the counter on dodge. I'm only going to start spending materials here if I actually really need to though. Now Ilsa is someone I might want to re-evaluate, because you can turn off this for full auto. This way she always buffs echoes, and the echo ends up being permanent. She doesn't really bring any other buff outside of this though. Light Percival brings a nice crest spam on top of a decent echo, some nukes, and you can even use him in the backline. This should not be needed, should be moving these to defense or attack depending on which bosses I want to use it on. Skill cap is nice, and he has no earring. Summer Rosamia. She should be doing plenty of charge attacks while also providing crests for the team. The Fire Blossom Talisman is actually a pretty fun mechanic, but she's never seen that much play. Light Gawain I heard a few good things about. Might be fun to try for a short burst setup. Then we come to Valentine Aglovale, a skill damage based character with a lot of utility. Sadly, he doesn't come with Dispel or Dispel Cancel. Awakening 9, defense, skill cap, extra Aurora Crest shouldn't really be needed. Skill cap, counter on damage, this should really be supplemental damage. But then we come to Nehan. Attack, echo, supplemental damage, guaranteed triple attacks in here, and double strike on the third skill. These do come with a bit of a downside. You don't need to care about the downsides if the enemy is already dead. Moving on, Zala Melina. All foes and allies can deal critical hits regardless of element, boost to attack, defense is lowered, boost to crit, boost to damage cap, and echo, 5 turns. She used to be used alongside Nehan for this, but I think either Fairy or Halloween Mugen have taken her place. Summer Shiva, unworldly light damage, sharp boost to attack for 1 hit, 20 hit light damage, Veil, instant CA for longer fights or full auto stuff. He's going to be really good. Let's see, Awakening 8, it's going to need 1 more level. Crit, CA this looks fine. The earring needs to be rerolled. Greya sadly looks like a little bit of a mid support. She has a dispel, she has an auto clear, but that's about it. Next up we've got Yukata Armea. Raises Reverie level by 2, 80 light damage to a foe, 80 light damage to a foe. She's got a dispel in here and auto activates this whenever a foe uses a special attack. Between Iridescent Bloom and Tranquil Crescent, she should be able to stay in a 2-chain OTK setup. Awakening level 8, Rate, CA cap, CA damage, light attack. This again should be supplemental damage, but I don't really mind, might want to keep it like this. Now, Prisha is not that bad of an OTK character for just one reason. When the foe uses a special attack, activates Azuran Fist, also counters upon taking damage for 2 hits. She can actually dish out quite a bit of damage with skills only, and she doesn't even need to charge attack. She might actually enable us for a 2-chain setup, which might be really interesting to run. Awakening level 8, 17 out of 18, all skill damage, some CA damage, support, skill cap, triple attack rate might need to be rerolled. And we're almost done. Summer Storm, I actually never tried her. 80 light damage to a foe, hit to attack and defense, consumes 2 blades, auto activate without consuming beach side blades when a foe uses a special attack. Oh, that's nice. Awakening 1, no EMP, no ring, no earring. She might take on the same role as Prisha for a 2-chain OTK. Next, Halloween Mugen. Boost to light allies attack, crit, damage cap, amplify normal attack damage. That's a double damage boost, Jesus. More likely to be targeted, 6 hits light damage to random foes upon taking damage. Bonus light damage effect to light allies with a hit to max HP of 30% or more. Let's see what's in here. Awakening 9, some attack, some HP. Might want to get the boost to hostility. Almost to the finish line, we've got Florence. Sharp boost to a light allies attacks, consumes 40% of that ally's max HP for 1 turn. Increases charge diamonds, hit to attack, multi-attack rate and accuracy for 6 turns. Instant CA and cooldown for skills, consumes 5 Aurora Crests. How do you get to 5 Aurora Crests though? Because one is on charge attack, you need some other buffer for these. Awakening 9, just defense, crit, looks fine. More crit, some debuff resistance, and she needs an earring, even though as a mostly buffer, don't think she really does. Lastly, we've got Makura. Nito Tsuisu brings a plethora of buffs, including double strike each turn, and she can switch out with a sub-ally and also give that ally the buffs she's got, so she's a pretty good character for that. In here, Awakening 8 should go up. Defense, attack, I don't think she needs these dodges. Heal cap, light attack. Yeah, these also look fine. Okay, so here we got our candidates for the EX pluses. Here we got the burst setup candidates. Possibly a couple could also move up. But here we got the ones for the Nightmare 150 and 200s, which I will mostly want to run on full auto. My main fear right now is that this guild war is going to be as bad as the Dark one, as I usually did about 1.6, 1.7 billion just to be safe in the top 80k. Then the Dark guild war came around and it's like, oh no, top 80k has just moved up to 2.2 billions. Go grind and have fun. Party is disbanded, let's begin with OTK. Okay, yeah, this should be the grid. Summons, these should be fine, except for Sandy. In the end I did stone my Artemis, so I do want to swap these two out. I might want to try running with Artemis main summon too later down the line. For now, these two are the real core of the grid. Do we want to try without these? Okay, let's start without Harmonias. Alright, this is very passive. The 40% boost to charge bars from Fairy actually screws me over a little bit, so who's next? There we go. I knew there was something wrong. They should clear it now. Yeah, would you look at that? Yeah, 5.6 from Narmia because she couldn't nuke the second time. Yeah, 5-1, 7-6, 6. 5.7 from Robomi and 6.4 from Precious Charge Attack. Missing Summer Storm and Fairy, but Fairy changes things. 6.6, yeah, it's basically the same. 6.5, 6.3. It looks like we can't go down to 2 chains without the Harmonias. This is just basic Magna. Now, in order to move down to a 2 chains, let's replace these with Harmonias. Yeah, that's 3 millions right there from Storm. So 2 chains is going to ease up the farming a little bit, since I should never run into lockouts, and that's 4.1 million on 2 chains from Storm, 8.4 from Narmia, 5.7 from Song is not bad too though. She did less auto attack damage but more skill damage. I do think Narmia needs the charge attack though, so if we swap them out, this should now not clear. Okay, yeah, that did not clear. Narmia goes down to 3.7 million because she doesn't get the charge attack buff, but Prish goes up to 7.8. It takes a little bit of a nuke from everyone to clear this. But yes, Storm 8 million for her as well, while Narmia goes down to 4. So I think I found my OTK setup. Just going to go with this and TN down here. Another thing I want to try is with Artemis in here. Artemis main summon should bring a little bit more attack, 10% extra bonus. Move down the star and put another stat stick up here.
買わせる。熱い。獲物はたがいない。
Yeah, a little bit more damage, all right. 7 million from Song, 7.9 from Narmia. So, when it comes to Nightmare 90, 95, I never really do the 90s, I usually start from the 95s. And I've never really played with these teams, so let's see what they can do. Kind of standard grid, very standard summons, always Babs main. Shut up, Mugen, please. Okay, that is a crap ton of damage. 150? 152 million damage in one turn. Okay. This setup is extremely clicky though. Nehan doesn't get a boost to charge bar, so I can't run Fairy and Nehan together. Let's try Zalamelina in her place. Okay, 141. Actually only 10 million slower. 105, 13, 14, 7. So yeah, Mugen's damage boost, as well as Mugen's own damage, surpasses Zalamelina by a little bit. So here's the real question: what if I don't want to click? If I don't want to click, Relic Buster has to go away, because not using Blitz Raid. Might need to replace Florence as well. I think I can keep both Mugen and Nehan. Let's try Berserker with this weapon for the double strike. And who can we run instead of Florence? Kumbira, Makura. Let's just see how it goes. The charge bar gain boosted should be an extra effect on top of Nehan's. Hey, that is 3 turns. Almost 200 millions in 3 turns. Actually not that bad. Plenty of damage from Kumbi too. I'm glad Nehan buffs the way he does, because he's doing very little damage himself. And this is a 1 minute and 46 clear, because we did the charge attacks. I don't think there's any way to prevent Mugen from doing his own though.
ダマルの律動を感じよ。闇を打ち払わん。やるな
無限涅槃見てて何する涅槃みんな涅槃薬作る
いい無へと着せ。ガンガーダーラかな前かな邪魔だ。汝の舞を見せてみよ。かな前かな邪魔そこじゃ逃すか。役に立つ保証はないぞ。かなそこ。
例えば無限敵やっつける
言い回しが。
I get the feeling this is going to be a very loud Guild War. 170 million total, that's a little bit less than 348. Only? I expected something more out of Shiva. Alright then, that's going to be it for my early Guild War setups. When it comes to 150 and 200, got to see what the boss is going to do. I'm sure it will mostly come down to spamming as many dispels as possible, but we'll just have to wait and see. Until then, thanks a lot for watching, hopefully this was just a little bit helpful, and see you around soon. Ciao!